So the latest project I've been working on is getting a PA script that is automatically generated. Our AD sent me something that he saw online, so I think somebody out there is doing something similar. And he asked me if I could put something together like this, and so I started to tinker, and I think I've come up with something that's decent. It's got some quirks, but I'll show you how it works. So I'm using Google Sheets, and I'll start with a roster, and I'm going to copy a roster from the web. I'm using a plugin called Copy Tables. So when I hold down Alt, it allows me to copy tables from the web super easily. So I'll copy those. Whoops. And I'll just dump them in here. And I want just the values. And so I've got a bunch of tabs down here. I've got my home roster, my away roster. Let's just clear out that away roster for now. And I've got these two temp ones. They're just kind of for holding roster data. So if I had a couple games coming up, I could get ahead of the game and have the rosters prepared. So I've dumped them in here. I just need to reorganize the data a little bit. And so I'm just going to move the name into the right position. Move over position. Oops. Position. And we use a class here. So that's the first one. So I'm going to take this right there. Get rid of all that. Move those over. I'm going to split those texts into columns using a slash. And there we go. So now I have it. And let's just get rid of Canada on this one. Around here, people know British Columbia is Canada, so that should be fine. And so there's my basic data. And so I'm going to copy this into my away team page. I'm going to paste that. And one of the things I want to do is I want to make sure I'm pasting values only. And what that does then is you see there's a bunch of drop downs here, and that tells me that these data is invalid. And what that's doing is making sure that when I generate the script, that the proper position, the full names are spelled out, and the full years are spelled out. So to avoid any confusion when you're reading the script. So real quick, I can just go down and change those. And these are I just have these set up as a predefined pick list. And so I can do that pretty quickly. Now I'm just going to pick attack. If one of these is wrong later, you could always come back and change it. It's not that big a deal for these people who have two positions. I'm just going to pick something for now. And then the same thing with this. I'm just going to go down real quick and select all these. And this is one of the steps where I'm still kind of thinking whether or not there is a better mechanism to do this. The problem is the data that you bring in is not always consistent. So anything that you do programmatically would have to account for all the different formatting that could possibly come in. Some people it may spell out junior. Some people it may be JR. Some people it may be JR period. So for now, this is the best mechanism to get all that data consistent. So we're good there. So then I'm going to come into, I'll go to home. Home's already set. That's us. And now this is my setup page. And I've already got some data in there, so I'm just going to clear all this out. Clear all that out. And clear all that out. And I'll leave our stuff in there. Basically, you do the same thing for home as you would for an away game. And so let's say, this is going to be Whitman. And the full name is Whitman College. The mascot is the Blues. The head coach, Kirkland Lewis. Values only. And we'll say her. And number of seasons. I can figure that out later, but I'm just gonna guess it at 2 for now. And no assistant coaches. So, and then game time, we'll say the game time is in the afternoon. It is a conference game. Official number 1, Jane Doe. Official number 2, Joni Smith. And official number 3, Beth Young. Sure, okay. And then we go through our starters, and I'm just going to pick a bunch of random people. But you can see right now that it's going to show name and a number name. And so whichever method you're using, you could quickly find whoever you're looking for. And so I'm just going to go through and select, just go in order, and no particular order. If I was doing this for real in lacrosse, captains have to be last. So you would just do it in the order that you want to announce. And then we select captain over here, whoever's, let's say these 3 people are the captains. So there's all my settings are done. And if I come over here to script, now I have a full script already done based on those. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Afternoon, that was populated by that, what we selected over, Sparks Field for today's Northwest Conference women's lacrosse game. If it wasn't a conference game, it would just say today's non-conference game. First for the visitors from Whitman, at attack, a junior from Portland, Oregon, number 1, Claire Pinger. So, and it does that for each of those and generates a whole script. You could read it right off of here. I have it set so that if you print it, it all prints on one page. So that would be a pretty easy way to get that printed. You can see down here for the captains, it indicates that they are a captain, and so it just generates this script all from this page right here. So there's some quirks, some things that I haven't fully worked out. For example, no assistant coaches. One of the things in the script you will see is assisted by. What I'll need to tweak that so that if there's no assistant coaches, it won't say anything. The other, some other quirks like that. Obviously this set where you have to manually select the position and year is a little time consuming, but still I think this is all way faster. What we've done previously is we have a sheet where people fill in all this information. It takes a long time to type it in, and then they've got to read their own handwriting. And I think this is will be a quicker way to get a nice clean printout that you can read from. And it's all done with Google Sheets, and I have it shared. So let me actually get the link. Post it in here. And so it's all shared, so I can just share this link with anyone. They don't have to have a Google account, and they could do it. And what I have areas blocked off. So for example, if I try to do something there, it will tell me I can't do that. There's actually a hidden column here. If I try to view it, it won't let me do that. And so so it's fairly protected. I can't make any changes here to the actual script. So everything will always be generated correctly. So obviously, still some kinks to work out, but I think this is a pretty neat way to get a quick, clean, easy to read PA script.